Welcome to Cute Media Love. One of my favorite bands of all time is on the show this afternoon, this evening, whatever this is. Asava. Well, some of them are here. Welcome, guys. It's nice to have you back on.
Oh yeah.
I went to the tattoo shop this morning when I got up when the thunder woke me up, and I got a Asava tattooed onto my forearm right here.
No, you did. Oh, nice.
Super. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love where you decided to put it.
Nice.
Yeah. I was thinking like my ass, and then I was like, that's kind of weird, but it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a really true fan, but or a tramp stamp would have been good.
Yeah.
I really don't want to be that guy yet.
Yeah.
But if anything goes there, it'll be like
Could
the
be.
Mini Live logo. That's dedication for sure. No, that's the temporary you guys gave me at the show the other day.
Yeah. Well, for like half a second, I believed you. But, yeah. I was like,
that is an odd spot, and it's crooked, and I kind of did it last minute. So I was like, oh wait, I got that tattoo, and I got the where'd it go? Did it fall? It fell. It's all that wind we have outside, right?
Yeah.
Sell this from the show.
Yeah.
Now I feel like we need to talk about Weenus for some reason.
Yeah.
Like
Weenus is
Is that actually the name of the song? Weenus?
yes.
I mean, is it going to be released as Weenus, or has it been
Probably.
released?
So. I don't know.
I hope so
Probably.
too, because that's probably going to be my favorite track of all.
Yeah.
That's what
All
I'm
right. All right.
When we streamed last night, we talked about this.
Talk
We
about
did
Weenuses?
we did a tier list last night of all of our songs.
Oh,
And had
nice.
to chat vote on the top couple spots and all that stuff.
That sucks. I didn't know about this. You should have marketed the
We're
crap
doing
out of
it
that.
again when Acid comes out. We're gonna do it again.
Are you going to climb Are you going to climb something?
I'm always
We'll build a tower
yeah.
in your apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tower of chairs.
Yeah, that'd be funny to do for the video, like reenact that, but in like a really
Oh,
stupid way.
Or do it in a tree, like climb a tree or something.
Yeah,
It is
Yeah.
great to have you guys back on the show. I know I've seen you several times since you were on before. Actually, I think I saw you before you were even on the very first time, right?
I think we did one
before that?
before you saw us. Yeah, at
Was that
Black
was it
Fort.
before I saw you then? And then there was the Amplifier show, and then
Yeah, and then we did another one. Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely, man. We love this.
Yeah.
love your show. Love.
Thank you.
company.
I love it also. Yeah. I was going to try to make you guys. I had amplifiers on for episode 250, and I was going to try to make it so you guys were 260, but I did squeeze one in there. But sorry, you're 259. That's just as good though.
You should have waited till 269 and then.
Well, I would have had to trade with Riding with Killers. I'm sure they would have traded, but
Yeah.
Taylor's pretty busy, I think.
Yeah. I thought you said the Killers for a second. I was
No,
like,
no,
"Whoa,
not the
this
Killers.
guy."
No. I don't have. I don't really search out those. Those the ones that have
Yeah.
already made it. That's kind of they don't really need this. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
think. I don't know who would need this, but
We
need
this.
it.
We need this more than you know.
Taylor's he's cool. I met him at actually the night before your show in Dunbar. I was at Mr. Smalls in Pittsburgh, and he is the newest guitar player for Taproot, but his band is called Riding with Killers. So I got to see them the night before your show. So he'll be on.
Did you see last night the guitar player for Breaking Benjamin followed us?
What?
You didn't see
Seriously?
that?
No. What?
Yeah. It was at like 2 a.m. or something. I saw that the guitar player
Like the real Breaking Benjamin.
Yeah. Yeah, I swear.
Nice.
What?
Well, I mean, you should have way more followers. You should have way more followers than you do, because I don't know why. I don't know who wouldn't want to follow you.
Literally everybody fucking says that. Like, I don't see why you don't have more followers. And it's like,
But it doesn't matter as long as people are listening to your music.
we're trying to get it up, but like it's because we've never really went to town trying to get
We got that
followers.
social media ED,
Yeah, like
There's so much to promote and so many platforms to promote on. It's just impossible for even if all of you did it, it would be impossible.
And not to sound like an old man or some shit, but like, all I fucking want to do is write songs.
Yeah,
and play shows. You know what I mean? Like,
once you get to a spot where you have like a manager, they'll do that shit for you. You don't have
right?
to-
Yeah, but as of right now, it's the two of us fucking tanking.
Yeah.
Probably about 165 jobs every day.
Well, at least you're taking advantage of the like the ads, well, because I still see it on my stories, when you guys for
Oh,
Canton, you
good.
guys saw that
Good.
ad, that helps because it gets the algorithm works. That's how I get guests, really,
Yeah.
mainly through
Right.
Instagram, is seeing that stuff and people putting out ads. That's really the main way, but it works. I mean, you gain. I'm sure you gain people from that have never heard of
Yeah.
you.
It's a lot of figuring it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some work, some don't. Once you find
And
something that works, you stick with it.
what's funny is like not even the kind of ad that you're going to do, but like what is the actual ad? Like
Mhm.
what part of the song or what part of the video? Like, because you could have, it could be from the same exact video that does nothing, will do diddly, and then you do it like 1 second later, and then it does like a million things. Just like, but there's no telling like how to pick any of that, like what actually works, depending on the exact fucking second that you need to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy how any kind of I don't, there's a movie about it. The way like how your phone listens to you. Like you can be talking about like Jello, and then all of a sudden you look at your phone and there's an ad for Jello.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
but our phones don't listen to us. Yeah, okay. You know what I mean? Like yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
it's just
Yeah.
something. It's just the way that's been programmed, or I guess the algorithm is the only way I can explain it. It's just it doesn't give me anything that I'm not interested in, really, like on Instagram or really anywhere. Whatever I'm
Right.
interested in, that's what it shows me, and that's because I mean I'm not going to click on anything else that I'm not interested in. So they're going to show me things that I'll click on. I don't
Bro,
know.
and that's just straight up how people find anything now.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
even my wife, like it's just like I don't like anything I find is straight up just through TikTok or Instagram or some shit.
yeah.
And
I was going to ask you if you
I
guys are
listen to it through
on
there.
the TikTok. Are you guys on the TikTok?
Well,
Yeah, I was just working on ads for that this
yeah,
morning.
ever since about January, I've been hitting it hard on like my personal, but it's all related to the band shit,
Yeah, yeah.
and through a lot of experimentation of like what really suck. It don't suck, but like it's definitely how it works. It's like pretty much since January 1st, I've been posting 1 to 3 TikToks every single day
That's a
since
lot. Are you
yeah.
dancing? Are
And
you dancing and like lip syncing like everybody does?
no, I'm not doing any of that shit.
Oh.
It's usually like just posting like clips of the music videos or like photos of us that, or I don't really do like the TikTok shit because like like
It'd be funny though. You should.
I know,
You should.
but
I would watch
it
it.
is kind of working at least. Like we have seen an influx of people listening to us that are coming from TikTok because like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
figured it out like a little bit in terms of like how to get like but it's still a lot of work. I still got to post every single day. Like
Seems like the majority of well, in my experience, the majority of bands, or anybody that makes music is on Instagram. The majority, I think.
right,
Mm-hmm.
right,
I think it is. I think that's. But people do go to TikTok. But I'll see like bands that have like maybe 1,000 followers on Instagram, but you go on TikTok and they have like 30. Like so.
right. That's us.
It's just but you want to reach everybody. Like I don't even like to get on Facebook anymore. The only time I'm ever on Facebook is to update the event page since the show started there. I still
Yeah.
have 600 followers on there, so like I
No,
need to keep it updated.
dude, it's so weird. Like YouTube, we have like we have about 600 subscribers.
Yeah, we just hit 600.
On Instagram, we got like a little over 1,000 followers. TikTok, we have like 10, and then Facebook is 6,000. And like it literally doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well,
And
I mean, some people are on some things and they just won't go to another thing. Like when I was on Facebook, I didn't want to go to Instagram. I just didn't want to. And then I
right,
did. And that was probably the best thing I did, especially for the
right.
show. And I
You
don't even
kind of
have a
realize that
personal
it's better.
Instagram. It's just to keep me alive in the band account. I just have those two. I don't even have a
Yeah.
personal one. I don't know what
Yeah.
would be the
It
same
sounds
stuff
like
on there.
you're also consumed by it and trying to figure it out just as much as we
Well,
are.
yeah, you do. Like I don't even know when to
Yeah.
like there's achievements and shit, and then it'll tell you that you should boost this certain post or whatever. But like I never know when to do that. And even if I do decide to boost the one that they tell me to boost, it doesn't even do good. Like it
I know,
did better
right?
when
Yeah.
it wasn't boosted. Like so,
Yeah. It's all just fucking shooting
it's
in the
marketing.
dark and just hoping something sticks, and that's about it.
But another big thing is getting out on the road, and you guys do that quite a bit. You did it quite a bit last year. I know
Oh yeah.
for a fact. You guys, you went all the way to California for one thing, and played.
Yeah.
And, what's your goals for this year? I know you're just kind of coming back I didn't know how much you wanted to talk about that, the hiatus or whatever. But that's up to you. But you know, like, what's your goal for this year? Are you gonna hit it hardcore like you did last year? Or are you gonna kind of
No,
I think
it's
in a different way.
in a different way.
Yeah.
It's gonna be more of like a lot of things are gonna be more central focused approach. Instead of like kind of like large all encompassing, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like last year was like, let's, play as much as possible and kind of go around as much as possible. And everything was just as much as possible rather than right now. I think for the rest of the year and seemingly even into next year, it's like, if we're going to put out a song, we're going to do it right and like spend all the time that's needed to have it done the way we want it done and promote it the way we want to promote it. And shows are even like, we're doing one every other weekend right now because we can focus more on making those shows great rather
Yeah.
than it, if we start playing, 4 or 5 days a week for a couple of weeks, like then we're losing track of like the song releases having quality at that
Yeah,
point.
no time to shoot the music video,
Yeah,
record the rest of the song.
I think the focus, at least for a while, is just going to be quality over quantity, essentially. But
How did the
Yeah.
I know you did like a sort of a kind of a fundraiser deal with alongside your release of Canyon. How did that do?
Yeah.
Did that go? Did you reach your goal?
We had a really big goal that we knew we probably weren't going to get to.
Well, put that in perspective. We got 10%.
We got 10% of that goal.
I'll take 10%.
It was
10% is good. So
Yeah,
still
so 15% for
definitely-
the next one, right?
yeah,
20%
yeah, exactly.
that.
It's still like way more than we ever did in the past. Like, and that was kind of like, even with releasing the new song yesterday, it was like, technically, like everything is better than we've ever done in terms of like the, like influx of who's giving a shit.
There was I wrote about it on Instagram after the show in June Bar. That's what I'm going to call from now on, just because it's funny. June Bar. There was an aura around you guys for that show that I never saw. Like I've seen you how many times, maybe 3-4 times,
Right.
over since I've known you.
Yeah.
But there was something not. It wasn't really backstage. Backstage before the show was just you guys. And us just joking around and shit. That's really all that was.
Yeah.
But when you were playing, there was something different. I can't explain what it was. I mean, I know there was something different just from seeing you before.
There was. Yeah.
But it was magical. It was an aura of like this is us now. Like this is us. This is what we sound like, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But how can you not like that? You know what I mean? Like, because I don't know how. It's hard to explain, from a personal point of view, and not, It's just it was just a certain. I haven't seen that from a band. If I have, it's been a really long time. Because I've seen quite a few bands. Actually, I have a show tonight to go to, but there was something there like. That you were ready before, but you're ready now, and this is our stage presence, and this is what we do, and it was basically what I'm saying. It was badass to see that, to see that connection from musicians being together on stage. It was great to see, refreshing.
You definitely witnessed something special, at least for us, because that was also, I think, us discovering.
You just
What
said
this new
exactly
thing was.
what it was for us.
Yeah. Like it was in that moment that it was like, oh, this is what this new thing is. And I think we were all feeling that live on that stage.
Yeah.
It was our first time doing that live.
Yeah. We had fuck
I mean,
you,
I've
you're
seen
making
you
me
guys do a lot
emotional.
of. What is it?
Um,
What'd you say?
I said, fuck you, you're making me emotional right now.
No, it's well. I mean, that's good though, because
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that you guys didn't smile and put on a great show before, but several times I go back and look at the videos that I took, and Zach's smiling on pretty much every song. It's hilarious. Like he's like, have a
I'm
great
just having
time.
a good time. I don't know.
Yeah,
Nah,
and Greg's
like-
just doing his normal like tornadoes on stage, and just whirling around everywhere. But it was a different vibe, and it was a good
Yeah.
different vibe.
It
It's
was
awesome.
genuinely that show in particular, and all going forward, but that one was like the culmination of 6 months of like going through some shit at the tail end of last year, and like wanting, the whole point of coming back was with a purpose. And the whole point of uh just even like, we were going to show up to that place and we didn't give two shits if anybody was there or not.
Yeah.
And honestly, it made us so happy when you texted us that like, I'm gonna be there, and we were just like,
I was in
"Fuck yeah,
Pittsburgh when
dude."
I messaged
yeah.
that when I posted that about coming
Um,
down there.
But like, it was just one of those things where it was just like, this is just for us,
Yeah.
because we have something to prove to ourselves. And I think, especially once we got to the last song in that set, a new magic was born out of this whole thing, and it was exactly what we hoped it would happen. We put in a lot of fucking work to make sure that did happen. But it also, like, no matter how much work it is, like, you can't just create magic if it's not going to be there. But I think going forward is, we learned a really valuable lesson in West Virginia, and I'm so happy you were there to witness it.
For sure, yeah.
Because like, I think going forward, most of this is like, not to really sound like some selfish, pretentious artist or anything, but it's just like, this is for us now. Like,
yeah. You got to have that
it's
moment.
not that it wasn't ever like we're completely selfish with all this, but like, there's a difference of how we used to tackle things and versus now. And now is definitely like, we just love this shit and we're just gonna do our thing.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Well, let's take a breather.
Yeah.
Let's calm down now. Let's not make this a Dr. Phil show.
It's your fault. You brought it up and you were saying all
Well, I
these
mean,
nice
yeah, I just
Sorry, we could have done it in a private chat.
what? Why do people? Don't you know I'm on a show? Oh, okay.
I don't know, I'm getting the same
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Look, I figured we'd wait till Canyon, play Canyon for the second time, or for
Sure.
the second song.
Sure.
But you'd mentioned in Dune Bar that maybe we can talk about I Promise and listen to I Promise.
That's right. Yeah, you said you
So-
really like Promise. That's really cool.
I have it loaded up. You want to listen to it since we were already sappy for like a good 15 minutes there. Do you want to just
That's
listen
good,
to it and then
yeah.
talk about it afterwards?
More sappiness. Let's do it.
You want to do that? Okay.
That's what we are.
Pure sap.
That's it. He's like sad emo stuff. I don't know. Okay. That was from. Sai mentioned that on the show with Amplifiers. That was funny.
Yeah.
You'll just have to watch it.
And see what he said.
Anyway, all right. Here is Asava with I Promise. This was awesome. I love it.
Love it. I like all of them.
That you really care.
feel like that needs a.
I'm curious why you like that one specifically.
I don't know. I don't. It's just just 25 is probably my favorite of all of them, of course. But that one kind of I don't know what it's about, but it seems like I can relate to it somehow in certain situations. I don't want to mention on the show. I can't I just can't do that.
Yeah.
But
No,
before we move on to real quick, 3 Leagues to Rome is in the chat on YouTube, and I just wanted to say hello to them. I just went and saw them
What's up, 3 Leagues?
last Wednesday, and I'll be seeing them again here pretty soon in April. So anyway, go on.
They're in our chat last night.
They give you a fire. They're very good supporters of music and the show all around, and guys up in Pittsburgh. So yeah,
Cool.
What were you writing that song about? What was that?
Promise?
Who was that? Yeah, who was that to? Was that to a certain person
Kinda.
that you want to mention or not? I mean, it's up to you.
No, I mean, it's different for me. Like what I'm writing the lyrics about, but like it's always meant to like. I'm also thinking of not just something very incredibly specific, even though it's coming from something specific. I'm also trying to like word it in a way that like because I also want to not just think of it as a singular, like what this is about. half
Right,
the
yeah.
time anyway, But that one actually started with him. That was an old one,
Like
right?
2015.
That was an old ass song that
Early instrumental
that
song. Yeah.
we kind of transposed over to the tuning we use now.
Which is
it
what?
sounded-
What do you guys use?
It's a secret.
Come on, man.
Honestly, I don't know if you believe me if I tell you, but
Well, I mean, the dynamics of that song, I think, is what gets me. With the symphonies going on and stuff in the back, just especially towards the end. That's I love when a song has so many dynamics like that. It's not just a song. I mean, it is just a song, but like when you add those elements like that, especially listening, I talk about it all the time. When you listen to it with cans on, you hear everything. But you can hear that when you listen to it, like when I listen to it in my truck or when I listen to, on the stereo. You hear all that stuff, and that's what makes a song badass. I think.
A lot of that's hugely in part to the guys we work with when we do record, Jacob Shar and David Kaplinger. They're recording engineer and mixing and mastering guys.
Have they always done your stuff?
Ever since 25. Yeah.
Yeah.
25. Pre that we kind of didn't know what the fuck we were doing. Yeah.
That
I thought
happens.
we knew what we were doing.
Um,
There was a really, really rough version of 25 that was going to go out before
yeah.
David and Jacob were like,
Don't do that. I was so set on releasing 25 as it was pretty much as a demo that I just
I don't want to hear
recorded.
that. I mean, if you want to send it to me,
Oh,
I
it
won't
was a
play it
completely
for
different
anybody.
song.
Yeah, it was not the same thing. I did not have that magic.
That'd
that
be
it does
interesting
now.
to hear.
And there's something about when we work with these couple guys that really brings out like the magic that we try to always, at least write with.
So they kind of know what you'll go for and what you won't go for, and they just know the right things to do.
Yeah, pretty much. They're real tasteful with their with the.
Is it tough to
decisions of
find?
the
I don't know.
production.
I don't know if you recorded with anybody
Fuck,
else.
yes, it is, dude.
Yeah, to be able to
It-
find somebody to work
I-
with,
I-
a producer. like that.
I know we're like incredibly specific of like what we want, but like still, like it's so hard to find people that you
Kinda get
work
you.
well with. Yeah. I'm sure you even get that,
Well, I mean, I've only done. Rob is the guitar player in Deviant Cause, and he's been the only person to record us and record me. But I've never done I've never layered my voice, which I want to do. Probably at a studio, just because he doesn't really have the. Well, Rob doesn't have the patience for one thing. Like he's just very impatient when it comes to, if I don't like my recording, I want to do it again, and he hates that. Like, he's like, it's fine. I'm like, it's not fine though. It's just not fine. There's just it was bad. But
Yeah.
we're gonna, I think we're gonna go to a studio and eventually and do some do some stuff. But
That'd be cool.
I'm trying to talk him into. It's like we got that new song that we played at the show. Let's put that out. Let's get that going.
Yeah.
But
Honestly,
you know.
studio stuff is like all the stuff we put out is just made in a what a room barely.
It's the size of this.
Yeah, it's the size of this room
Yeah,
that we're in, and that's it. You know.
yeah.
So
Recording is an experience for sure. You know, I didn't know it took that much. Of course, when Rob was doing that, you know, he did when me and a buddy did Natural Cause. That's kind of where it began. We did a song called Dream, and Rob did that one too. He played bass on it and some of the background guitar, and then I had a guy that played lead, and I just sang and played acoustic. And that was just that was a really good recording. But you know, I wanted to layer my voice some. I didn't even think of that at the time. But Rob did a really good job with kind of putting it together. And then we did Observe and we did Entitled. But like it needs dynamic. Like I'm hearing, it needs that kind of stuff. You know, and I think it just takes the right person to do that, to sit down and listen to the song over and over and over again. You know, I mean, I don't like to do that.
Well, you gotta find your people.
You gotta find it,
Yeah.
and you don't like our producer loves to say, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like if you don't know how to like do the things that you want on the song, like you just don't know. You don't
Yeah.
know what you don't know. You know?
But some people like producers can say, "Hey, what about this? Let's try this."
Right.
I guess that, but yeah, it's just a process, and you know, I guess for some bands it doesn't take that much to do. But you know, if you really want it to sound like I Promised, then you have to spend the time, right? You know, I mean, how long does it usually take for you guys to do a track? To do one track to like for Canyon, for example?
It can range between 10 years and 15 minutes.
Because you're never going to be satisfied with it, right?
No, like Promise was 10 years.
Yeah, I mean the sense of like it was written 10 years ago to a degree.
Yeah.
Like, Canyon was what 3 or 4
Canyon
years?
was about 3-4 years ago.
Zach, can you turn your mic up, or can you get closer to your mic? I'm afraid it's going to
This,
be.
you know,
That's
goes
way
in my
yeah.
mouth.
Thank
There
you.
we go.
Yeah, just deep throat that son of a bitch.
But like songs like well, I mean, well, technically, so like Promise was written over like the here and there, at least started, you know, like actually written over the course of 10 years pretty much. But like Canyon New One was actually written completely within 15 minutes. It just took forever to like track correctly. You
Yeah.
know, like to
What's
really
a different sound, I think, for you guys?
Yeah, like I guess went into a little uncharted waters with that one.
It worked. It worked, though. I mean, it's deep for sure.
It
I know.
it took a lot, man. It took a lot to figure out, like, because it was written so quickly, just like everything, like lyrics, every fucking thing was written in 15 minutes.
Were you worried about how quickly like that? Like, was that?
No,
what-
it felt right, you know.
Yeah.
And I just it was done, and it never changed ever since. But like to like try and capture that in a recording, that you're trying to record it, you know, like a year or two later, after that special 15 minutes, it's just like, okay, like how do we actually capture that, you know, like and put it into recording, especially like a type of recording and genre that you haven't really done before.
Well, and luckily you, I think, captured a demo very quickly, so you could really feel it in the demo itself.
That was like that was
So you had a really good reference.
within. I'm glad, yeah, that's a good point. I'm glad I actually, because within the 15 minutes it was done, and then just immediately by the 16-minute mark I was recording the demo, and then within 45 minutes it was like song that didn't exist into a demo that you could hear within 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So it
That's
was
crazy.
pretty quick, you know. But also that one has taken the longest to try and get right in the recording. It took 6 months pretty much to try and record that right.
Wow. That's
Um,
a long time.
yeah, and then like it's not like, and we know full well like it's not going to number one on fucking Billboard or any shit, you know.
Damn it,
like
it should.
well, thanks.
Put everything
But
in my
it's-
power to make that happen.
It's just like what I was saying earlier. It's because we want it a certain way, and like if we're gonna do this, like we just you know, why stop at not something that you are not wanting, you know, or not proud of, essentially.
Did you guys do the hometown show yet?
That's this Saturday.
This Saturday.
Yeah.
I should come up. I've never been. I've never been to. That I've been past that area,
Mm-hmm.
but one time when I went to Fremont. Did I tell you about this? You know
Uh-uh.
where Fremont, Ohio is? It's very, very, very small town. And
Is it
like,
up north?
yeah, it's you pass. Well, we stayed in Cleveland
Yeah.
that night, but you pass Cleveland, you pass all the exits for Akron and all that stuff. It's like you're going towards Toledo, but not quite to Toledo yet.
Yeah,
No.
Um,
Yeah. I don't.
we've not been there, but
don't
I
know
definitely know
Fremont.
the name.
It's I mean there's really nothing there, but there was a band I had on from London eons ago. They were on like a long time ago. They came on again. Um, okay, so this was like last spring. So they came on again like within 6 months of that time, and said that they had just gotten an international agent to come over to the United States and play. And I was like, well, when you do, hit me up and we'll freaking hang out and stuff.
Right.
Well, they did. They there's a band called Convictions. They did a U.S. tour with Convictions, and Convictions is from Fremont, Ohio. Like I guess they're huge.
Oh shit.
Convictions is, and then like the Christian metal scene, and they're real. I'm
Oh,
like
nice.
you would never be able to tell that they were like a Christian band ever. Like if you
Nice.
walk into that very small assembly hall we were at in Fremont, Ohio, and saw Convictions, you would be like, this is a badass metal show because it just doesn't seem like a. I mean, I listened to
Yeah.
Christian music growing up, like contemporary Christian,
Really?
like DC Talk and shit like that. Like not,
Oh, DC Talk. Dude.
but hey, oh,
Toby Mac,
listen,
Switchfoot.
listen to this though. Yeah, well, Switchfoot. Yeah, POD. I saw before they became huge, before they went mainstream. I met them. There's like 8 of them, and they all look exactly the
No
same. Yeah,
fucking
I
way.
met those guys at the Creation
you know-
Festival in the PA.
POD was my first favorite band I had.
Really?
Yeah, when I was like 13,
It's
12, something like
kinda
that.
weird.
Yeah. I love POD. Well, like I
I mean, they're good, but like, I mean, you're. I don't. I wouldn't see that as one of your people.
wasn't allowed to listen to anything else. No shade to anything else. Just like
Well, I mean, I grew up in church and stuff. I mean, I didn't
Yeah.
have to listen to that stuff, but I did. I mean, I listened to like Green Day and things like that. But
Yeah.
and the radio bands. But like, nothing like I didn't really listen to Nirvana. I didn't really listen to Alice in Chains or it's not that I wasn't allowed. I just didn't. I had everything was DC Talk and freaking Audio Adrenaline and Audio Adrenaline is a wasted name because they don't sound like an Audio Adrenaline band.
yeah,
They don't sound like their name at all. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
great and everything. They did what they did, but like that just it seems like a wasted name to me. I don't know.
I mean, so like Skillet is, Flyleaf
Skillet.
is, Red, like all like there's a lot of bands back then that were
yeah.
and that had like a great deal of success too. Like, and half the time I had to tell kids in school that like they would be wearing like a Skillet shirt or Flyleaf or Evanescence even or something. I'm like, they're they're a Christian band.
Were you
like that,
witnessing?
yeah.
Were you witnessing to them?
I even just told my wife that like not too long ago, and she's like, "You're fucking kidding me."
There was a really good band. They didn't get real big in the Christian scene, but Grandma Train. I don't know if you ever heard of them, but like they're not together anymore now. But like it was just, I think it was like 2 or 3 dudes, and they did really really well, like mainstream and in the Christian scene. I never did get to see them play, but yeah, they were. I had their stickers everywhere. I was a super fan.
No, honestly,
but I didn't have a
think,
temporary tattoo. I did not have a temporary tattoo from them.
I think we talked about that not too long ago. That part of our sound even is slightly derived from the way like Christian music is structured. It's very like ascending. Like literally.
Well, it has to
like,
be.
up-
It's
up
it's,
the-
it's inspiring for somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
So like I think without that, I don't know if we would have this kind of like sound. However small that and short that period might have been, like growing up listening to all that stuff, but like it's definitely affected like at least like how hard it is actually to write something that's moving and empowering and like
Yes, I do
inspiring and
actually.
shit.
I
Like
know a lot about that. Yes.
like it's but like just listen to Christian music for a while and you'll be able to kind of understand how to do it.
I had to. I'm looking up the meaning of Asava because I looked that up a long time ago when I first found you guys. I'm looking at it's. Do you guys even know what it means? Yeah, quiz time. Quiz time. What does Asava mean?
You go.
You're gonna tell me I'm wrong.
Well, no, I got there's
No,
several.
no, because he's got the actual
Oh.
definition. Right?
Oh.
There's probably a couple though.
There is,
Um,
yeah.
At least what we get from it is that Asava are vices in your life, and that could be anything, good or bad, I suppose. It's all up to you how you interpret that. That are attachments in your life that would prevent you from reaching nirvana and
Right.
prevent you from ending the cycle of rebirth, and
There's a
reincarnation.
lot of Buddhism I'm seeing here too, like
Yes.
Buddhism and spirituality.
Um, so Asava are the things that you have an attachment to. For us, that's a good thing. I like being attached to the things I love and the people I love and this life. I don't.
It's also
necessarily
a
want
I don't know
end
where this comes from, but it's also a wood apple liqueur.
Yeah,
Is
Rampor.
it like a medicated
Southern
wine?
Rampor.
I would go with that one. Medicated wine. I like that one.
I
too.
have been considering getting us a bottle and trying it out. Maybe it's a stream thing.
I'm down.
That'd be
that
cool.
we can do.
I'm down.
I'm down.
I'm
Let's
down.
get
There's a thing like
wasted.
if you search Asava on YouTube, it's like Asava Sundar.
If you don't put band
Chocolate.
behind it, it'll
Uh,
bring up all that other stuff. Yeah, like I mean, even now, even though that I'm subscribed to you, and it's if I just put Asava in the YouTube search, it'll come up with everything but you guys. It's like
Yeah, like
We gotta fix that.
one of my favorite things is like at like a hotel or a TV. I've never, uh, like I know that's never searched this is to like search it
Oh,
on
yeah.
YouTube especially, and half the time we do come up first, which is cool.
that's good.
But like,
That means you're gaining on those other
but
people.
there's like a kids show that's huge that's called the same thing, like in kids show in India that's called that. There's a clothing brand that's called Asava. And
There's
then
also
there's
a
like
band and they're badass. Right?
yeah, so like it competing a little bit with just having that single name, but we sure like having that instead of I feel like there's a
It's
lot
better.
of
It's
bands
better
out
to be found under under search terms of what Asava actually means sometimes, other than another band that has a very very close. That's when we were looking up band names for Rob and I's project. I was like, we think of something really good. I'm into like words that mean the same things as everyday language. But Rob doesn't like that because he's worried about the spelling all the time, or what it means. But but
Yeah.
if you have to Google it because to see if anybody has it, and 9 times out of
Yeah.
10 somebody has it, and even if they're together or not together anymore, I don't want to use something that's been used already. Like
Right.
you have to be different. But I've have never heard of an Asava band, another Asava band or group or person.
Yeah. Thanks.
So you're doing something right.
I sure fucking hope so.
Well, before we listen to Canyon's the newest single that you released yesterday, but we'll play it here in a little bit. But before we do that, let's have a little bit of fun, just a little bit of fun. I know this is not like this is more of an inspirational episode, which is fine. I like doing the show regardless, but we're not. I don't talk about wieners on the show anymore. I did that for a year and a freaking half, and I'm done talking about wieners and hot dogs. I don't care what anybody likes because I'm pretty sure we did that when you guys were on, didn't we?
We did
Before-
wieners, yeah.
Yes. So it was that long. I did it that long. So from that point on, I just did wiener. It was a constant wiener segment. It's horrible.
You just did wieners for so long.
I know. Yeah, it's a very horrible sentence to say, but so I got away from that at the beginning of the year. I changed the logo a little bit, and just I got a new website, keepmedialive.com. Go check it out. If you want.
Yeah.
It's got you can learn about me. It's got my personal bio in it that I'm actually
Yeah.
rewriting. 'Cause I don't like it. I don't like it. But
You ever put a book out?
Hmm?
You ever think about putting a book out?
about what? What would I make
Yourself.
it about?
Yeah.
About myself?
Yeah, yeah.
No. I do like talking about myself though.
Well, Liam, you can make the book.
I'll
about him.
I'll write
Yeah.
your autobiography.
Oh my
just
god!
sign off.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to. I would be afraid to read it. Like what other people. I never. Okay, let's move on. I don't like. So, no. So I wanted to kind of change the course of the show at the beginning of the year. New year. I had to refresh the logo, things like that. So I was like, I got to get rid of the freaking wieners. But I've got to replace it with something just to kind of give a breaking the show a little bit,
Mm.
because that it worked for that. Well, I do a lot of Google Earthing. I talk about this all the time on the show because I do. I think it's fascinating to me. I like to learn about other lands, other places, and usually I will look up where the guest is from. If I've never been there, I'll get on Google Earth and check it out. But there's places within these cities and towns where people live that outsiders don't really know about. You know what I mean? Like things that aren't like advertised, things that, like tourists don't go there to see. Like you guys have the what the Hall of Fame. The which one is it? Which Hall of Fame is it?
Football,
is it the
Yeah.
the football one?
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably why everybody comes to Canton, right? For the football Hall of Fame.
Pretty much.
I don't know if there's another. We're here.
What is this? What? What'd you say?
Don't know if there's another reason to come here for other than for that.
Well, I mean, yeah. So that's basically what I'm trying to figure out. And if it has to do with hot dogs, don't even mention it because I already know from the last show that there's that reason for a good wiener, right? Okay. So I know you mentioned something at the show in Dune Bar about some kind of something that's around that you think that it might be painted over now or something, or what was that? Do you
The
remember?
hell is real.
What?
The hell is real thing.
Yeah, the hell is real mural?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like a.
No, I don't know if you can find that on Google Earth though. That'd be
Oh,
cool.
I'm sure.
If you
Well,
could
probably
go-
on the regular Goog on the regular Goog.
Actually,
Well, you probably could.
I'll look. I'll look. I'll send you a link if I can find it.
I'm sure. The
Yeah,
Google
send me a
Docs have
link
found
there,
that.
son.
Yeah, see?
I didn't. I couldn't find anything. I usually get on like Atlas Obscura and try to find things. Usually they have some quirkies on there.
What's it? It's on.
Let's see.
It's right by Roosters, right? Or it's on that street.
I would like to come to Canton though. Canton, it looks like a fascinating place. I don't know.
It's like
It is
that's
interesting.
fascinatingly not fascinating. If that makes
The McKinley Presidential Library, lame. William McKinley Memorial, lame. What is
Memorial's
Ida
kinda cool.
McKinley's tiara, whatever that word is there. Oh wait, no that.
What? How was that?
Okay, never mind.
On the building, but I gotta get an older photo of it because
It is painted over.
it's just
Oh,
white
dear.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Troll Hole. What? Where's Alliance,
The
Ohio?
Troll
from you
Hole.
guys?
Troll hole around here.
You tell.
Oh,
you know
where's
what?
Alliance? Where's Alliance, Ohio?
Alliance
That is where our singing.
That's where our producer lives. Is in Alliance.
Well, anyway, there's a place called the Troll Hole. It's a records house collection of wild-haired troll dolls. That's kind of
Okay.
creepy. Yeah, it's called the Troll Hole. Ask him if he's ever been to the Troll Hole.
Troll hole. Okay.
Oh wait, okay. The Goodyear Air Dock is in Akron. That's near.
Yeah, that's right.
blimp.
My there's a guy I do video freelance work for, and he came from that. Like he did the.
He came in on the blimp.
Yeah. Just every day picks me up in the Goodyear.
Well, hopefully there's not one of those. What was the Hindenburg? Hopefully there's not anything that would suck ass.
The humanity.
The Hindenburg Goodyear disaster. That'd be
Yeah.
awful. Yeah, that's yeah.
I don't think-
There's only 2 things on Atlas Obscura for Canton.
Oh, is that it? That's it.
Yeah, I just gotta get
Oh,
a clear
you found
photo of it.
That's it. We found it.
You might be able to show it on the camera, or you can tell me what.
I gotta get a clear photo because
Okay.
man, it was there
Did you
for a
zoom in?
long time.
You can
Well, all
zoom
these
in.
cars are in the way.
So what is this? What is this thing you're talking about?
It's like it was a very large building.
Mhm.
I mean, it wasn't huge, but like it was a larger building with a big wall that kind of faced the street, and the whole wall was fire. Like somebody painted fire. It's not even like that great. Like
No, it's
great,
just stick
great
figures
art.
on fire.
Yeah, and like there's fire
Figures?
Yeah.
across the entire wall, and then there's stick figures like burning
Oh, that's terrific.
people, and it just above
So
it
it
says
says-
"Hell is real."
It says Jesus is the only way to heaven.
And you-
Hell is real with an arrow pointing to the people on fire.
That's badass. Why did they paint over that?
It's
Come
so
on.
metal.
That's as metal as you can get. That's awesome.
For real.
Oh man, I can't believe they painted over that. Like some softie probably did it. And they're like, yeah,
You know what? That's just that hurt my feelings.
You can probably see it from there.
I wonder if we could find out who the artist of that was because I'd love to talk to him or
I
them.
know, right? All right, it's coming your way here in a minute.
Yeah. Are you sending it on the Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You'll have to like zoom in a
I think I'm
little
just gonna
bit
send you a
to see it.
Oh, I'm zooming in
screenshot.
for sure.
Simple.
Jeez. I mean, why would you paint over
It's-
that?
I-
That's that's an art form, you know? My goodness.
I like this segment though. It's cool, like because every place has got to have. Even like ours isn't really all that special.
Well,
but, like,
okay,
it's
so
something
to give you an example, like when I first started doing it, the very first thing was okay. Wait, here it is. So the very yes, I mean, come on, man. That's not okay. I'm thinking like a gigantic building in the middle of
Oh
downtown.
no,
It's
it
full
wasn't
face.
that big.
That's
No,
what,
no,
like
no.
a,
No, but it was like
so
everybody knew
that's
that.
not bothering anybody. It's probably the person that has that business or whatever.
No, but everybody knew that painting.
That's well, thankfully
Canton's not
somebody.
that big, so like
That's
everybody
actually a
knows
Google Street view of it. That's awesome. At
Mhm.
That's what
Oh,
I'm saying.
here's better.
You can
least they
see
didn't
it.
change it. The Google people
Found a
didn't change it.
photo of
They're
it
like,
on Pinterest.
what is that? Like a shopping center?
Yeah, it's just like a little. Yeah.
All right, I'll doctor that photo up, and that'll be your entry for the landmark segment.
Nice.
That's worth it. Damn it!
Here, I got another one coming to you. It's a little clearer.
See if you can find out the artist. You know, talk to your channels and your peoples, and see if they can.
I said we could probably go to that building and be like, "Who did that thing that used to be?"
Yeah,
But it's
damn
been
it! And
there-
why'd you
it's
take
been
it
there for
down?
like 20 years though.
I know.
That's
like, what?
yeah. That gives me a better view of the burning people.
The
That's
stick
great.
people.
Yeah.
They're like floating in fire, like ponds and shit. I mean, that's
I promise you, everybody around here knows what that is.
Okay, give me a sec. I'm gonna. I need to. Just a minute here. I need to share this because I can't put it up on the. It's not gonna work like that.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna share the picture so the stream can see this because this needs to be seen by everyone. You know, like this is about as I don't know, good as it gets. That's kind of a lame way to say it.
All's the painting on the wall.
I think we found the guy.
What is it? Oh, you found the guy? Let's get. You have his phone number? Let's get him on the phone.
Oh, I got the guy who owned the building. I don't know if he.
Well, he's probably a good place to start.
Oh,
That's-
interesting. It's a whole article. Apparently, the city was like making him remove that.
That's a bunch of.
Oh,
Okay, so
really?
the city. That's
Yeah.
where we need to start.
Go
Then we
fuck
need to start.
yourself.
Yeah, we need to go start. We need to start at the city. Those bastards took that down. Let me see if I can. Why is that not? Okay.
What the fuck? That's so messed up.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
go.
yeah.
I'm gonna talk to this owner because he sounds like a prick. All right. Can you see that?
Yeah, there she is.
Now that's come on. He's the only way. And if you don't go to heaven,
Underline the only. Yeah.
yeah, you're gonna go here. If you
I
don't.
forgot that they were blue. Like that's that hot.
Oh, look, and the hell is real part was and with the arrow pointing to it.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
It's faded out, but you get the idea. Oh yeah.
Man, this is actually a
There's
trip
even a
'cause they-
light above it. That's terrific for
They
nighttime.
painted
viewing.
over this like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
What did they put it? What did they put in
I
place of
missed
the
this.
paint?
It's just a
Is it
white
just like-
wall.
that's a bunch
It
of.
was literally there for like 20 years or longer. Like
Yeah,
at
since we were
least
children.
from when we
That's-
were conscious.
This
enough
guy's
to
having a
realize
great time right here. Though this guy,
that. He kind of just dancing.
he's not fully involved yet. You know, this looks like a gorilla. I don't know if you can see that.
He oversees the.
That looks like
Yeah.
a gorilla right here. That doesn't look. I don't know what that is, but that's. Come on. How can you
Yeah,
paint
it looks
over-
like some guys
Look,
are
look
like.
at this woman. She's just chill. She's got her hands behind her back. She's just chilling. Look at her.
It looks like some people are like are
she got nice
running
hair.
on top of
She's
the
on a
people
raft. Yeah, she does have nice hair.
that
She's
are
on a raft.
underneath.
She's on a raft in the lake of fire.
Yeah,
it's odd, but it's. I mean,
it's kind of badass.
I
though.
can't
Oddly,
unlook.
well,
I just want to keep.
Yeah,
the
I might,
flames on the
I might
edges
just
are
leave it
actually
up
kind
for
of
the
well
rest of the
done.
show. I'm just gonna
Right.
leave
I
this
don't know
up.
why everything else is like stencil.
I don't know if I
and-
ever saw it this up close because I always just drive by it. You know?
I
Yeah.
can't zoom in any
Oh,
farther,
hold on.
Liam. I'm
Look
sorry.
at the one below. All right, so the stick figure on the right,
This one?
yeah, right there.
Yeah.
But the thing between the character between its legs, that is a badass looking like ghosty.
I know, right?
Yeah, I think that's a version of this lady.
Yeah,
But
and then
but
the
with her
bottom
mouth
right
open,
is
with her
Charlie
mouth
Chaplin.
open for some reason between his legs. I don't know what that's about.
Look
Yeah.
at the bottom right, Scott. Looks like Charlie Chaplin.
Right here. Yeah, it does. Oh, that's great. Yep. Mhm. I knew I was going to be able to use that at some point.
Charlie Chaplin is probably in hell anyways.
Jeez, that's okay. That's gonna be the Asaba submissions. I've had several like for a long time it was statues. Like statues was a big like there's the butt plug Santa in Rotterdam,
What?
and yeah, it's like
Oh,
a
it's the yeah. I think I've seen
statue
that.
of Santa Claus, and it's supposed to be a Christmas tree, but it's really a butt plug. Worcester, Massachusetts has that's what started it. That statue is what started it in Worcester, Massachusetts. In the middle of town, it's a statue of a boy having his way with a sea turtle.
Oh yeah.
And the sea turtle's having a terrific time, like their boat's just like but it's right in the middle of town. Like, come on, you can buy a shirt that has that on there.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Dang.
So I told it was Roseland was the band. I told them that they need to do their album cover in front of that statue. That would be perfect. There's a shit fountain in Chicago. It's a pile of shit and it's a fountain with water. It actually says shit fountain on the side of it.
It says shit.
It says
fountain.
shit fountain. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. So we did that for it was statues for a while, but it's just interesting places.
Yeah.
I mean that's.
None of them have Charlie Chaplin.
I'm disappointed
Alva.
because I want to see this in person and I can't. Well, I wonder if they'll let me bring my paint scraper in and see if I can scrape off that shit that they put over top of it.
Probably
be so
could.
cool.
That'd be
Bring it
fucking
back.
awesome.
Talk to them.
We'll play a show right in front of it as like people are getting the paint off of it.
Yes.
That'd
Be like a whole
badass.
music video. We'll do that.
Yeah.
Have to move those fucking cars out.
Slowly revealing hell.
Slowly. Yeah, we'll save all the heavy dark shit for the end.
Very slowly.
That's it.
We'll paint our own hellfire or lake
Yeah.
of fire or whatever it is.
Yeah. Get a really good portrait artist that makes a really good Charlie Chaplin.
Speaking of lake of fire, we should listen to Canyon. I don't know. I was just trying to.
Yeah,
find
no,
a set-
I like that. It's a little Johnny Cashy.
Hey, there's a couple people in the chat, real quick. Garrett Gump.
Fire,
Oh, Garrett's the one that came
What's
with
up,
you.
Garrett?
He came to
What's
the
up,
Dune Bar
Garrett?
with you guys. He says you
Yeah.
got to pay the trolls toll. The trolls hole. The trolls toll to get to the trolls hole. Yes, Garrett.
Garrett is our dude, man.
Garrett should have co-hosted this
guy.
show with me because I feel like he might know some things about you that I don't know about. But that's for another time.
Definitely does.
Right?
Oh yeah, next time.
Another time.
All right. Tell us what Canyon's about. I know we talked a little bit about it in the recording process and things, but you want to say what it's actually about lyrically?
It's weird because remember what I said before? Like I don't like saying things that are very specific.
Yeah,
What is
you
it?
don't have to be specific.
Well,
about it.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like this one, at least to me and to us, was like it was very specific, and then we kind of got some, like we asked like what people thought like what it was about, and it was totally not that. So like I'm kind of like, do I really like? I don't want to like push the narrative of like away from like what people already think that it is, but like it was it at least to me, it's a very dark song, very like the darkest song I've ever wrote.
Mhm.
And very like not very hopeful, which is kind of not per how we usually do things, but people everybody else viewed it as a very hopeful song, so like in that way it's helped me reconsider what this song really means even to me, and I can totally see it now. I feel what, and I'd rather it be that than the previous anyway. So,
Yeah. It's definitely a different sound than like what I think of Asava. It's definitely different, which is good. I like that. I like when bands can do everything, when they can and execute it. A
Right.
lot of people try to do things and it's just like, what are you thinking? But no, this is an Asava song. It's good.
we really didn't even consider it, or I mean we haven't been recently because we've been playing it for so long, but even Jake sent me a voice message earlier that was just like, y'all should be proud that like this is vastly different than anything you've ever done, and for people to be voting it to be your best song that you ever put out is kind of like,
The fact
wow,
that it's still working.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're very grateful for like everybody that's been digging it and kind of going on the, because honestly we're one after we're the next song we're putting out is way in the other direction. So
That's
like
the acid, right? The acid.
yeah,
right?
that's,
Okay.
that's the acid. So
It's the tower.
Actually, can we call it?
the
It's
acid.
always been acid, but like I kind of like the acid.
It's
Gives it a little
the
I like
acid
I like
cowboy.
the climbing tower or the tower or I don't know.
The hell is real.
Mm.
The acid tower, that'd be kind of cool.
We can incorporate that into the video somehow.
Maybe that can
That's
be
a
the
good idea.
artwork for acid. We can use
Yeah, I think
that.
the artwork needs to be Lake of Fire for sure.
Yeah.
Something.
Just the Charlie Chaplin part.
Just that part, and maybe the lady on the raft. Lady on the raft. Yeah.
I can't get over it. Like it looks just like it.
I need to zoom in even farther and see what else I can find in that little mural of things. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
the sun is coming out from my window right now. Look how much brighter we are.
Oh my God, you're like super pale now. Like it's like I can't even look at you. It's so blinding.
Yeah, jeez. It was.
We're still getting it's still moist outside here, but I like that word, moist.
Well, there are dark clouds behind that sun, though. Looking out
I
that
know.
window.
Yeah.
There's definitely dark clouds because we're gonna play Canyon. So
Hey. Real quick
All right.
before we play,
Sure, go ahead.
we played it once. We played an outdoor gig last year, up in Akron, right? It's in Akron.
I don't know. You told me.
The
What
punk
are we
rock flea market.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
And like we knew everybody knew it was gonna rain, and we were like we gotta play like quick because we were playing like 40
Oh,
minutes,
no.
and Canyon was at like near the end of the set, and it's not raining like the whole time. That like it's like all right, we're gonna be able to play the set, and as soon as we start Canyon, we hear this big, and like everybody heard it, and it was just like whoa, and like I tried to not like smile as to like go with like the energy that the
was it
everything
recorded?
creating.
Did anybody record that?
No, nobody.
That would have been
was
freaking
so-
epic.
It was so fucking cool though. Yeah, but yeah, sorry.
No, that's man. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's good. It's times like that when nobody's recording. Everybody has a phone that they could record.
Right.
But nobody caught that moment. Nobody in the entire place caught that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that happens. All right. It was
Special
that
for them.
special. You had to be there for it, right? All right. Here's Asava's newest song. It just came out yesterday. You can find it everywhere. The video's up on YouTube and well anywhere you can watch videos. I guess really. Go find these guys. The Asava band. I'll put it in the description when we're done later on. You'll be able to find them. But they're on Instagram. They're on the TikTok. They're on the Facebook. I'm just gonna everything's at this point. The Instagram. You have a website also. Remind me the website. Sorry. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. Yeah, everything is just Asava band, ASAVABAND.
Awesome.
Whether it be on like Instagram or
A .com or a TikTok. They're all
yeah.
All right. Go check it out. And here's Canyon, and we'll find out what's coming up and when you can see them live other than the local show after we listen to the song. Check it out.
When I was born
Kitty, kitty.
That's I didn't want to say too much other than, well, the kitty cat was right there, and that's why I was like kitty kitty. But I mean, like, you just don't want to, like, you don't expect like a cheer at the end of that. You just, you know, you don't it's kind of like a, it's somber. You know, it starts somber and it
Yeah.
ends somber, and you just want to leave it at that. You know, it's just kind of like,
Even
okay.
live when we play it, it's like nobody really cheers, and it's kind of a good thing.
Yeah.
Like it's because it's not like that means it's hitting where we
Yeah.
want it to hit, you know, like
Will you be really? Are the lyrics going to be on Apple at some point? Did you release it with
Yes.
the song? Okay.
yeah, it should be up.
Yeah, it might be a
It
day
take-
or
it
two.
takes a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
while.
It takes a second, yeah, but yeah, they'll be up there. And
But
probably
the
people
lyrics for
never
"I
really
Promise"
listen.
aren't up there yet, so I might need you to send me those.
Really?
Or if they're
On
available
Apple?
somewhere. Yeah.
I will take care of that.
You know,
You can check.
Damn it! Take care of that. You have a super fan that needs lyrics.
Well, you check the YouTube video. In the
Okay.
or not comments, but description.
Okay.
Is the lyrics.
Gotcha.
Have you seen the video? I'm curious.
I'm not a huge fan of videos, but I will. Yes, I like to devour and absorb the song, and then go see what the lyrics are actually, the lyrics are, because sometimes I'm like, that's got to be that word, and it's not at all. Like, I'm very terrible.
right.
Like, I swear
I'm the
he's
same way. Yeah.
I swear he's saying gorilla, and then it's of course, why would he be saying that? You know, not you
Yeah.
specifically, but like for anything.
yeah.
You know? But I just want to
feel the
see how
same way.
close I am. It's like a little trivia game for me.
Definitely check out this video though, this music video that we did for Canyon. 'Cause
Yeah.
it is.
I
we
saw
went-
snippets of it in your posts leading up to it.
we
you know.
made a little movie, you know, like we never really done that before, and it's
Do you guys enjoy doing the videos? Do you enjoy
I was
that?
gonna say. I was about to say it's probably our second love. You know, next to
Yeah.
like
yeah.
the band is also creating film of some sort.
Like if we weren't doing this band, we'd be making movies. Yeah.
How do you know? How do you know what to? You know, I know, Liam, that, you know, when you're writing, you know what you're talking about in these. But you know, how do you arrive at a depiction for music videos? So a depiction of this song to release. You know,
Well-
how do you arrive at that usually?
We're honestly, as we were just saying the other day, we're more trained in film than we are in music.
Yeah.
Like I did a few years in a class. I even, you know, do freelance work for that teacher still. And then he up until recently worked on a pretty big show in New York for a while. I don't know if you want to talk about
You can't
Plug it. Plug it.
Yeah, yeah. I've been. It's the blacklist. They're, you know, it's done. But
yeah.
yeah, we've been even before this version of Asava started. You were working on a short film that
That's
never really
true.
came
Yeah,
to fruition.
that's
but-
true. Yeah, like what? Yeah. So like technically, we're a little more. Like I already said, we're more trained in film than we are in music in terms of like actual training. But so when we approach stuff like this in terms of like making music videos, it's like I always have some idea. This guy's blasting fucking. What is that?
Oh yeah, something from early 2000s.
Somebody driving down the road.
All
Yeah,
American Rejects.
No, it's not American.
It's
Reject.
very similar.
He's not blasting a Sava, that bastard.
Boy.
Yeah. Fall Out Boy.
Fall Out
Yeah,
Boy.
Somebody's blasting Fall Out Boy outside my window.
Oh, of course he is. What a
Yeah.
what a.
Anyway, all we really need is like a slight
Probably
idea.
Spence. It's probably Spencer showing up.
That'd be hilarious.
I said that way he could hear it later.
If Spencer
clip that
pulled up blasting Fall Out Boy,
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
With that's his. You know, he does these nice somber things on his Instagram, but he blasts Fall Out Boy all the time.
Yeah. Did he ever say anything? I can't remember.
No, he didn't say anything.
He's working.
Well,
on it.
I might have
He's a
Spencer
busy
on
boy.
separately.
Cool.
Separately, I didn't know he was. I mean, I didn't know anything about him at the show in Dune Bar. You know, when I talked to him, I didn't know anything about him at all. But then I looked him up, you know, to add to when I was making that clip. You know, the back. What happened?
My cat is doing the weirdest fucking thing right now.
Well, let's pan over to it.
He's got his leg up with his tongue sticking out.
He's just.
I do that all the time. I do that all the time.
That's exactly what he's doing.
All the time.
What are you doing,
My
bud?
cat actually. I had a buddy that was supposed to. My friend Bo was supposed to come over and co-host with me for this show. So I put the bench right here. So whenever I'm in here doing whatever I'm doing, not on a show, my cat will come in and he'll just jump up on the chair and sit there and stare at me for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, I was on a show and Bo didn't end up showing up. He was sick and he couldn't make it, but I didn't know that at the time, so I just started the show anyway. Well, the bench was still right here. The door was wide open. The cat comes in and sits right here and stares, just looks, and it's hilarious.
Does
It's
it look
on,
like he's co-hosting the whole time?
Yeah, and I keep saying,
Yeah.
I keep telling him, I will get you like little headsets and
Yeah,
little
yeah.
microphone, and you can co-host even if you don't say anything. I'll just make your mouth move, kind of like Conan did with Schwarzenegger.
Right.
Remember that? What's your cat's name?
Hello. Hello.
His name is Mango.
Mango, you're named after a fruit.
I guess I don't know. Is it
Yeah.
after?
It's after. Do you know what like Smash Brothers is? Video game.
Mhm.
I did. I used to go to tournaments for stuff like
Seriously?
that. Yeah. Like I got a tattoo of it and all that stuff.
Oh
too, and-
shit! All right.
But there's one of the. Well, he is the best player of all time. His name's Mango.
So he's the
there's
best cat
like
of all
a-
time then.
That's his tag, and so we named him after that Smash Brothers player.
Zach, do you have any pets?
Yeah. I
do you
have
got?
another cat. His name's Philip.
I assume
Yeah.
that's not
Came
from
with
Smash
the name.
Brothers.
I love it though.
That's not from
He's a
Smash
cute
Brothers
cat.
though.
No.
Is it from King Philip? Because
He is-
cats are
he-
kings
he
and
does
queens.
own the
They
house.
own.
Oh
they
yeah,
own
oh yeah.
Cats
He's
queen.
the king.
I have a Murphy, and that's
Murphy.
a Murphy. Yes. Mm-hmm.
A Murphy.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a cat, but I have a Murphy because he. Well, okay, so when you walk in, like, I don't know where you guys got your animals, but I went to the Humane Society in Marion County.
Oh,
Humane
nice.
Society, and got Murphy. And you know how whenever you go into those places, it's not sad, but you walk into a place and it's just one room full of freaking cats, full.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
how do they live with?
It's
I don't know.
sad, like, and not sad in the sense of like they're doing a bad job there, but it's just like it's sad.
There's
that they
so
all
many
end
of
up
them.
here. Yeah.
So I walk in and I'm in the room, and they're how do you pick a damn cat? So the cat that I had previously, it lived for 15 years. So like I was wanting not to get a replacement, but I have to have something else. I have to have another cat. So I walk in there, and of course they're all meowing. They're all loud as shit. And Cooper, which I had before, he was that cat at 4 a.m. that would just meow for no reason. He would
Yeah.
food, the litter box was fine, and just meow just to be a dick. Well, I wanted something quieter. Where's this? So up on the perch, how they have the perch things, those things covered in carpet or whatever.
Yeah.
Murphy, his little ass was up on the right behind me. He puts his paw on my shoulder, looks at me, and goes. He tried to meow, but nothing came out, and he still does that shit. So he
Yeah.
is quiet as usually until it's time to go to the vet, and then it works again. His meower works.
Oh, that's sad. That's a sad meow.
But
he
he can definitely do it. He
I have
just
to
chooses
knock
not-
my other cat out every time to take him to the vet because he freaks the fuck out.
You have a nice carrier. You have to have something comfortable for them.
Yeah, I got a nice carrier for him, and then they have to like knock him out to even like look at him because he'll go
Seriously, does he
into
want to
yeah.
kill him?
Yes, he'll go into a fit of rage and start
Wow.
like he will yell like a human being.
You got to get that on you got to like a sample or some shit. I'll put that on an album or something.
Yeah.
You've heard you've seen the videos of like the goats doing that. They sound like
Yeah.
they sound like people.
Yeah.
And then we'll show the mural of the burning people.
Yeah.
Overlay the cat
Yeah.
screaming.
Well, we've done another show, guys. I appreciate it. It's
Number 59, 259.
259. Yes, every show means the world to me because every show is awesome. Every show is awesome of this, and I especially love having the guests back that I've had on previously, especially a long time ago. Even though I just saw you guys a couple weekends ago, but it's always special to have you back, and let's talk again. What's been going on, what's going on
Absolutely,
again.
man.
So I've been doing that quite a bit. Actually, I have a guy that I had on way back in my Facebook days, like a long, like way before you guys, way before anybody really. Like this is like top, like probably the top 15 shows maybe at the beginning that I'm in talks. He's a very busy guy, and he's about 6'6", and he's a very large man, very large man, and but he's a very good singer, and I'm trying to get him back on again. But anyway, what's coming up for you guys? What's next? I know you have the hometown show coming up. What
Yeah,
else
that
you
one
have?
we've been pushing pretty hard, and actually I just came up with another like new thing idea to do
For that
yeah,
specifically.
yeah. So we'll try
Alright,
that to
alright.
get it recorded the night rehearsal. But yeah, we got playing Akron this Saturday on and then Muncie's next, right?
Yeah, and 2 weeks after that is Muncie. We got back-to-back dates.
Yeah.
The
Indiana,
19th
right?
and 20th. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks after Muncie's gonna be West Side Bowl, right?
Oh,
In
I did
Youngstown.
see
I
that.
think so,
That I
yes.
like that
Yeah.
place. That's my spot.
Yeah.
One of my
Yeah,
spots.
cool venue.
And then kind of after shows are done for the spring, we're gonna focus on putting out the rest of the singles that we want to put out that are already kind of like uh recorded and or
Nice.
like yeah whatever.
When
That's
can
good.
we
We
expect
missed that
Acid
one.
to
Yeah.
to arrive? When can we expect Acid to drop?
It depends. Like we might. It's almost done in terms of like the song being recorded. We just got to make the music video. Um, but we have some pretty big things we want to do with it that are actually possible in
That
terms
song
of like
so reminds me of like a Rage Against the Machine song. It's so good, but
Mm.
but
yeah.
it's not. It's still it's Asava still sound, but
Thank
you know
you.
it's still got
Yeah.
that vibe of that in there. And I get no
We're
wonder
working.
I would have climbed a tower with you.
I mean, like if there's a song to do, it's definitely that one. At least with ours. But
You
we're
have a
kind of
timeline? Do you have like a timeline?
I don't know. Like if we we're kind of trying to get a feature on this on Acid, so it might take a little longer. But if not, probably
You
like
should do it
June.
on Acid,
I was gonna say the
like
most
literally.
hopeful is kind of the end of May.
Yeah,
Is the most hopeful.
like end of May,
but
early June.
You should do
But
the
if we can,
video like as if you're on Acid.
that's kind of the idea.
that was the
Oh,
original
okay.
idea.
I don't even know what the
Yeah,
song's about, but you know,
yeah. It's
It's a trippy song.
it's
You know,
good.
so.
it's a
It's the
badass.
first like fictional song, like about like a fictional character. That
I've written one like that before. Actually.
yeah. Like we usually try to write about like other shit, but like I actually got that idea from Chino from Deftones. He said he likes to write about fictional characters a lot of the time. So
He is the
that's
man, that guy. I like him.
yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, that's that. End of May, early June, if we can make
Well,
a
let's
couple
party.
big things
Let's party
happen, it'll
for
be a
that.
little longer. But and then summer we're gonna be working on upgrading our live show and recording some
Upgrade.
brand
Wait, wait,
new
wait, wait.
songs.
What do you mean upgrading? Like it can get better than this?
Yes, I can always get better. Like for
You're
I
gonna wear
don't know
me
how
out
to
with
explain it.
travel.
Yeah, as not just like an upgrade, but like
Not a level up. I don't know. Is it
yeah,
the same thing though?
I don't know.
You're adding
What?
things and fixing things and
Just
Yeah,
doing it better, getting the
upgrading.
sound more refined for live.
believe it or not, we're still like incredibly raw compared to like a lot of the pros. You know what I mean?
It sounds
Um,
freaking sick to me, and you guys need way more attention than you have, and you need to be. I mean, I don't know I don't know what the requirements are to be signed nowadays, but I mean, I don't think many bands even look to that other than just for not popularity, but for promotion. You know, but my God,
Right.
I don't know why anybody would be holding back on you guys. Like this needs to be out yesterday. Like this needs to be signed, you know, yesterday.
Thanks,
And
dude.
you know, I don't have any pull with anything, obviously, but you know, but I'm gonna keep promoting the heck out of you guys because it's that good, and it's you know there's nothing more I can say. It's that good. It's way better than a lot of the bands out there. I hate even saying
Thank
that,
you,
but
man.
it is.
Thank
It
you,
really
man.
is. You know, the
Thank you.
passion's there. The passion's there, and that's what I mean. If I had a label or you know looking for bands to sign, that's what you would look for. You know, you look for people with passion. You know, and willingness to you know.
Yeah.
But I guess it's a freedom thing too. You don't.
Well,
I,
I mean, we
you know.
are kind of like,
We're in the market.
yeah, we're on in the market for it more or less just because like we want to be able to do this forever. And
Yeah.
like there is going to be a threshold of like we're not going to be able to afford to do it, at least at the quality
Well,
we
I was
want to
gonna
do it
say
at anymore. Yeah.
we want to grow, and the way to do that, like it's got to kind of be out of our hands to some degree because there's only
Yeah.
so
Can't do
we're gonna push
everything.
this as far as we can.
Yeah.
And I hope that shows in the quality of what we're producing.
Yeah.
I have
But
seen in your
the
comments
next-
things, people, in other countries wanting you to come there, and that's going to take,
Yeah.
a person.
Right, like we can't
Yeah.
put that together or afford that or
Exactly.
anything,
Yeah,
like but
that's
we
tough.
want to do this shit. So like we do like I don't give a fuck what other, like why the fuck would you want to be on a label? Let's do like because I want to do this for the rest of my life, and I
Yeah.
want to go to Australia and play, and I want to go to Tokyo and play shows and shit, like, and I can't afford or know how to do that shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So like,
You guys are very, very close. You're on the cusp. I love using that word. You guys are on the cusp of greatness because it's that good, and I enjoy it every single time. I don't care what you do with the show. If you make it better, great. But I like it every time. It's fine. Like I do want to see it acoustic because I know you did like an open mic thing or something when you were on the road last year,
yeah,
and I watched a little bit of that. But yeah,
Yeah.
that would be a cool thing at some point.
Well,
Maybe.
you're very kind to say all that stuff, Scott.
Sure.
Really appreciate it. So
You guys are my people, man. You're my people.
absolutely, dude. Anytime you want us on here, or anytime you want to do
Oh
anything,
yeah. Oh really?
we'll
Okay.
we'll
Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Well, I'm
we'll
down.
make it happen.
We'll be here.
Nah.
There's
No,
so much more to
no,
talk
dude,
about.
like-
We can keep going.
You're in the club, so whatever you
We'll
want.
tell
brother.
tell the other guys I miss them, and we definitely need a show with just Greg though because I did mention that to him at backstage.
Honestly, like Greg and
Dean Bar.
Spencer doing this would be
That'd be a fun
That'd be
awesome.
hilarious.
They make a great
Yeah.
duo.
And the intro and outro will be all Fall Out Boy.
Just
definitely do that.
but like from afar, like from a car bumping it,
Yes. Yeah. Actually, well, yeah. One of you drive down the road with this Fall Out Boy just
Yeah.
blaring out the window.
Yes.
Well, I look forward to Acid coming out. I will climb every tree, all three of the trees that I have out. So, because one of them is dying and needs to be cut down. But I will climb things. I will climb the walls, and I will climb whatever. And I will climb
I'm on top of Zach when I see you guys live again.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. All right. Cool, man. Well, thank
Anyway. I don't know if I can make it up on Saturday. I have several things happening. I travel quite a bit, so.
you, bro. You just came all the way to West Virginia to see us. You're good.
What is it? Yeah.
You just came
Well,
all the way to West
Well, I
Virginia.
mean, gosh,
You're
that is a
fine.
2-hour drive. I mean, Pittsburgh's closer
Yeah.
than Dunbar, so you
Yeah.
know. But no, I love seeing you guys play, and I will drive to see you play. If I have to drive to California, it'd be a heck of a drive. It'd be a heck of a drive, but I've
I
never
will
done
say
that.
I would love for
I've
you to
never
come
done
to
that
Akron
before.
sometime. It's a great venue. Music.
Yeah, I do need to
Yeah.
come up there. I'll have to look at the schedule and see what's happening. I know I don't have any out of towns.
We'll probably
But
hit
there
it
is a-
again in the fall too. So.
We'll have to get you closer to here to play.
Mhm.
'Cause Music on
Yeah,
Main
bro.
is a
For sure.
great venue. That's where we played our show. Our very first show on March 9th was down there. And gosh, the guy that owns it went to Full Sail, so he knows what things are supposed to sound like. The monitors, everything was perfect, and he's got the lights and the fog and everything. You guys would do excellent down there. Amplifiers was played
What's
down.
the name of the place?
Music on Main. Music on
Music
Main.
on Main. I think
Yeah.
you've mentioned that before. Yeah.
I can send you I can share the profile with you again on Instagram.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Come up. Yeah. Jackie. Yeah, he's cool. Really cool guy.
Cool.
Let's see. I will be back on on this show on Thursday with Taylor Roberts from he's the newest guitarist of Taproot. But I saw him in the entity of Riding with Killers, which is his project. They were very good band. He'll be on Thursday at 8 p.m. And then I don't have anybody scheduled after that until May, but I'm always, I'm in talks with several. It's just lining up schedules. You know how it
All the
is.
time.
It's crazy. But I do have a few people that I need to get. Well, Michael Grass that down in Dune Bar, the guy that does the 304 podcast down there. He wants to come on again. He came on a couple years ago, or maybe it was last year. And I interviewed him on the show. I said, "Hey, come back on the show." So maybe we'll get him on. And my buddy Harmon up in PA, he's putting out some stuff, some music, and got some new stuff out. So we'll try to get him on. Also, So you guys got this Saturday in Akron, right? At Musica? Is that what it's called? Musica?
Yes. Yes.
Who are you playing with?
Shame Chamber and Giveth.
Are they friends of yours or?
We know Shame Chamber a little bit, or at least the guy, one of the guys in Shame Chamber. He owns a cool coffee shop right down the street here. Very cool. I don't know, like chill.
I'd call it shoegaze emo,
Yeah,
maybe.
like shoegaze. And then Giveth is very similar to that kind of
Giveth?
too.
Is it like give but giveth?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I like that. That's
We're
cool.
we're definitely like we were saying even last night. Like it's been a while since we were the heaviest band on the bill. So
Oh, Giveth
or-
has got it. Giveth got it.
no, like
Sorry about that.
yeah. But yeah, Saturday as Musica, and we're technically headlining it. So
Well, if you're in the area, even if you're not in the area, go see them because they put on a very good show. I can't imagine anything better, but I'll wait, I guess. I gave you guys tattoos and stickers, so I don't really have to promote these, but I'll promote this one. This is the exclusive sticker. If you wanted to go to keepmealive.com and if you would like to support the show, it's kind of like a Patreon thing, but I don't do it through Patreon. I just do it through my own website. But you get one of these stickers. There's 3 different tiers, and it tells you what you get, for whatever tier you want. But everybody gets one of these, so these are exclusive. I didn't give you guys one. Only one other person has gotten. Only one other person that doesn't do this, that didn't do that program, has this, but I can't say who it was. But they are a big part of the show. So I'll be back Thursday with Taylor Roberts of Taproot / Riding with Killers. They'd be a good band for you guys to tour with too. They're out of Detroit. They're really really good stuff.
what was that first band you played for the intro?
That was In the Whale.
Yeah, that was great.
Funny story. Okay, that's what I was gonna say on the show. So funny story about that. That I had no idea who In the Whale was, or never even heard that. When I was in Pittsburgh to see Three Leagues to Rome last Wednesday, I believe it was, at the Hard Rock, I was sitting at the bar, and this couple next to me, I was just kind of chit chatting with them, and I was sitting on my gimbal. I have to get it calibrated, so it's got to be on a tripod. And they're like, "What are you doing?" So I'm telling them about the show and stuff. And they're like, "Have you ever heard of a band called In the Whale?" I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Well, you ought to get them on your show and interview them." I was like, "Okay, I'll look them up." So I did, and I sent him a message while I was sitting there, and I said, "I'm sitting next to this guy." I said his name, and he said he knows you pretty well, and to get a hold of you, and they're interested in being on the show. So I have no clue, other than that guy sitting there, and I have no way to get a hold of him and tell him, "Hey, I've been talking to In the Whale, and they're probably going to be able to show here pretty soon." So I guess I'll see it through the channels or whatever, however that happens. That's how I heard of them. But yeah, they're pretty good. They tour all the time. I've noticed, and I believe they're from California, but I can't say they're from everywhere.
It was really
Yeah, it sounded
it was cool. It was cool.
Especially the 2-piece.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. I believe they are 2-piece. Yeah. Yeah. I'm about 90% sure they are. I'll know if I have them on. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But the outro is a band that I've been trying to get a hold of. They don't respond to their messages on Instagram, which is fine. But they're called the Audio Sequence, and it's not the audio like the music or the speaker. It's like Adios, so it's ADIO sequence, Audio Sequence. They're really good though. I like it. It's good shit. But yeah, thanks guys for being on. It's been fun. Mango, thanks. I know you're asleep now, but that's probably because of my rambling.
Say bye. Say bye. He's
out. He's
out,
listening to emo in his ears. Anyway,
well, yeah.
I will.
Thanks for having
I
us.
might see you guys Saturday. It's probably a 40% chance, But
Yeah, no obligation.
Dude,
but,
yeah, don't
that's
worry.
quite a drive, and
You're
with
totally
a show
right.
tonight, and then who knows what's happening the rest of the week.
No, man.
Can't
tell you
be
how much we
everywhere. I'd
appreciate
love
you.
to be at every single show. I just can't get there.
Man, we appreciate you endlessly anyway, man. So
Sure,
Yeah,
for sure. If
thank
there's anything I can do for you guys ever, I will do it. No. Well, not everything, but there's other
Wow.
bands.
wow.
But we do need to get you here, locally, and
Yes.
let's do a show maybe with you. We might even play with you.
Hey, that's
Like
an
get
idea.
these bastards to come over and practice. Nobody ever wants to practice on the same day. It's always like, hey, we practice tonight. No, I have a show, or
Yeah.
or somebody. It's just a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
It's all about dedication. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. I will see you guys when I see you very soon, I'm sure.
Cool.
And
Absolutely.
here is the audio sequence with Around the Sun. And I'll see everybody else on Thursday with Taylor from Riding with Killers.
Thanks, Scott.
All right. Thank you guys. We'll see you. Have a good
See
night.
you.